Hey guys, it's John again over here with Ultimate Sunrise, and I'm here to do my Candyman 2021 review. And first of all, I liked the movie. I didn't think it was great. It wasn't as great as I expected, but let's go ahead and get into it. So the cast of the film is Yahya Abdul Mateen II, and we also have Tiana Paris, who did a great job, and Coleman Domingo and Nathan Stewart Jarrett. Now, let's get started with a brief synopsis. The film starts off with Anthony, and he is basically a failing painter, kind of a has-been. Um, they're not impressed with his work anymore, and he's looking for fresh new grist for painting. So he goes into Cabrini Green, and he meets up with an old-timer played by Coleman Domingo. He plays William Burke, and he tells him the terrifying tale behind Candyman. And with that being told to him, madness ensues, of course. Now, first off, I want to talk about the violence in this film. A lot of people liked the violence, a lot of people were underwhelmed. I gotta say, I was kind of in the middle. My shots that were the favorite were the practical effects. We get a very cool throat rip. We also get, whenever Anthony gets his hand amputated, that looks incredible. And he gets the hook shoved in. That was a great effect. And not only that, but it was shot amazingly. So props to you, John Gillisari, and also for Robert A. Lowe, who did the music for this film. Is other parts with violence I wasn't impressed with was the bathroom scene with the girl saying Candyman 5 times. Yeah, if you want to see the full version of that, it was online a week ago. I mean, you see the blood pour down, and then you get some cheap Foley effects, that sounds like some peppers being squashed and somebody stepping on a walnut or something, like Mortal Kombat style Foley. But other than that, that scene was very underwhelming. Also, I was very surprised at the gallery scene whenever Clive and his girlfriend Jerica. I mean, her effect was cool where she gets her throat cut, but his was just like in the trailer. You see him get his heel hooked, and then you see him get dragged. You see Candyman and the reflections. He gets pulled up, and then you think, oh man, this dude's about to get it. And it cuts right there. Cuts the scene right there. Next thing you see is just Brianna walking down the street, and she goes in and she has this traumatic, like, past life review or something of her dad saying, honey, did daddy ever tell you I could fly? And he, boom, jumps out the window. Not funny, but, and you see, like, just, like, literally a half a second of the carnage there. The carnage was in that scene was not what I wanted it to be. And also, the scene where William's sisters get killed in the bathroom. You don't see that at all. Everything you see right there, you can see in the clip in the trailer. Everything. Nothing ensued afterwards. So, yeah, my favorite scene, though, as far as violence, had to have been in the third act in the last probably 7 to 10 minutes whenever Anthony gets his arm chopped off and we see him get his revenge on the cops. And that was more brutal even than bloody and violent because it was a lot of CG blood. And, if you know me, man, I'm a killer I'm for practical effects. That's what I loved about the first one. And even the second one was practical effects, man. They did it so well. And it looked so organic. So, yeah, that's about it for the violence. Now, let's talk about the cinematography. Oh my gosh, guys. The cinematography in this is amazing. John Gillisarian, who worked on films like Crazy, which was a drama, man, it was fantastic. You get that real nice wide shot, perfectly symmetrical kind of ice cream smoothness feel to his shots. And there's not any shaking, not a whole lot of dynamics, but they're just shot in such a beautiful way. So, yeah, my hat's off to him, and also for the music. Robert A. Lowe, who was a legend in the music community, especially for doing like films and a lot of other small projects, indie projects, stuff like that. Man, he added such a theme of just eeriness. Now, it wasn't as good as Philip Glass, but they weren't going to be a Philip Glass. They knew that. But they wanted to do something that fit into their own paradigm of making their own movie special. And I can respect that. I could definitely respect that. So, Robert A. Lowe, you are on my it list if I ever make a movie, buddy. Good job. Especially in the title card sequence, that main theme, I think it's called The Suite. It's fantastic. That's my favorite part of the movie. Well, the music was The Suite, which is in the title card and also in the beginning whenever Anthony becomes his final form and goes on his rampage that lasts all of 2 minutes. So I know people are also dying to know what about Tony Todd? What about Tony Todd? Well, let me tell you, Tony Todd is in this movie for 2 seconds at the end, right before the credits. Yeah. Very underwhelming for me, considering how much he was told, all the hype that he put out. Do you know that I'm going to be in this movie for longer than a few seconds? I've got toy deals. Man, you're going to be blown the F away. Well, some people were, but I wasn't, And I know some people are going to be mad at me for doing this review. And even though I don't have that many subscribers, man, I'd hate to lose y'all, but I hope that y'all can respect my opinion on this film. And I liked it, but I just didn't think it was great. I know it went through production hell with the test screenings and the pacing on this. That was another thing. The pacing was just so off. You could just feel like went through production hell. I just felt like they didn't understand the kind of film that they wanted to make. Did they want to make a film about social injustice, or they want to make a horror movie about a guy with a hook going around killing people? They just didn't balance it properly, in my opinion. And it wasn't scary, not to me, even as, a horror movie lover and a veteran. I mean, look at my shirt. I love Candyman. It's my favorite horror movie of all time, hands down, except for the third one. Uh, But yeah, that's mostly my thoughts on the film. The cinematography and the music was the best part about it, in my opinion. And the third act just felt so rushed. But even then, I really did enjoy it, and I wanted it to go on for longer. I did want some more Tony Todd. Naturally, me being a Tony Todd fan. But yeah, that's my review. And I'm going to have to say, for now, I've seen the movie twice. I give Candyman 2021 a 6.5 on the scale, babies. So, yeah, I might watch it again. It might get better as more I digest it, But for now, yeah, it's got to hang at a 6.5. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.